Welcome to Tech News Briefing. It's Wednesday, July 5th. I'm Zoe Thomas for the Wall Street Journal. As we told you earlier in the week, owner Elon Musk said the company was temporarily limiting how many posts users could see in a day. It started at just 600 posts for unverified accounts and 6,000 for subscribers. But Musk has since announced multiple increases to those numbers. Now, typically, social media companies want as many users as possible to be on the platform as much as possible. But Musk said the move was needed to combat companies that develop artificial intelligence programs from scraping data off of Twitter. Reporter Tim Higgins wrote about this and joins me now. Tim, thanks for being here.
Thank you. Bad day for doom scrolling.
Yes, no more everlasting scrolling. How have users been affected since these changes went into place?
Yeah, it's one of those things where before he went out there and said what was going on, you started to see on Twitter people complaining about problems. The term rate limit exceeded was trending. Third-party sites such as Down Detector were finding that thousands of people were reporting outages. And it flowed from issues that were occurring earlier in the week when users were finding that they needed to be logged into the website to see posts, which isn't normally the case.
What's the risk for Twitter in limiting how many posts users can see in a day?
Social media companies in general would like you to spend as many minutes, hours, and days on their platforms as possible. They are selling essentially access to users' eyeballs to these advertisers who are coming onto the site to peddle their wares. And if you're limiting how much access you have to the user, then are you reaching as many, or does the user start to develop a habit of going someplace else?
Musk said he had to stop what he called, quote, extreme levels of data scraping by artificial intelligence companies. Why would AI companies do something like that on Twitter?
Well, social media platforms can be a rich trove for these large language models that power AI chatbots, because they can contain just enormous volumes of the types of verbal exchanges those systems are trying to learn. It's almost going to school for the AI robot. And other social media platforms have also talked about and instituted new policies to try to deal with this rise of data-hungry AI companies. We've seen a big blowback at Reddit, where they have been instituting some changes, including starting to charge some third-party developers to obtain its data. And they say that it's necessary to do these things to be a self-sustaining business, that they can no longer just subsidize commercial entities that require this large-scale data use. And that's been controversial. Some of their users are unhappy about that. It's part of kind of a broader war between these social media companies and how kind of these upstarts in the AI world are trying to get their businesses going, get their sea legs, if you will.
I want to pivot a little bit. This announcement was made by Elon Musk, but he officially gave the role of CEO to Linda Yaccarino last month. So who's running Twitter and making these decisions now?
Well, Linda is the CEO, but make no mistake, Elon Musk is the boss. He is still overseeing the engineering and the product development and these sorts of things. And she is, in a lot of ways, handling the stuff that he doesn't necessarily like or enjoy, whether it's advertising or the day-to-day kind of business operations. So this sort of issue seems to be straight in Elon Musk's swim lane, if you will. It's the kind of thing that you're really not surprised to see him be involved with, given it just the technical nature of it. And also just his level of commentary on it via his Twitter account in recent days. I mean, he's very vocal on it. He has been vocal about this kind of issue really since taking over Twitter, as he kind of gets into the weeds about how the company is operating. This is one of the things that's really egged him on, the idea that there are third parties out there who are capturing his user data in a way that's helping them create new businesses. And, you kind of get the sense that he either wants a taste of it, wants to be able to profit on it too, or he also doesn't think it's fair that they are, in a way, forcing him to spend money on server capacity to accommodate them in their kind of efforts.
All right, that's our reporter, Tim Higgins. And that's it for today's Tech News Briefing. For more tech stories, head over to our website, WSJ.com. I'm Zoe Thomas for the Wall Street Journal. Thanks for listening.